Hi, I'm Donnie Barrett, and here we are at the original Spanish fort in Spanish Fort, Alabama. This fort was built by the Spanish. It was attacked by the British. It was captured by the Yankees. It was involved in 3 wars. Even during the War of 1812, the United States Army came here. This was built, and they had a drawbridge across here, and this is where on January the 7th in 1781, the British attacked. The British attacked the Spanish inside the fort, who were running the British off the Gulf Coast during the American Revolution. Well, along with the British came German Waldeckers, came Swiss regulars, came about 300 Indians to attack the Spanish in the fort. Inside the fort, they had a free mulatto militia, regular Spanish line troops, and there was a drawbridge across here. And they came down here on the morning of the 7th, snuck right up here, and it was a hand-to-hand close battle. Well, they killed about 30 of the German Waldeckers, and they said they buried them right out here. Well, when 1812 came along, there were troops here. When the Civil War came along, the Tennessee Colonel Patterson's men were here in this fort, and they manned it during the Civil War. They called this the water battery. The engineers told us exactly what they did, in that they rebuilt the front of the fort. The back of the fort here remained unchanged as it is today, because the Confederates had their lines out there. In the 1950s, they pushed the front of the fort over and built houses on it. In the early 1990s, this was declared a cemetery because of the troops that were buried here, the German Waldeckers that were buried here. And then in 1995, I helped procure a $29,000 grant, and we dug up all this place here. We dug up all through the fort. We found the Rope-Shawn plantation, the people that it gave the Spanish this fort. We found Spanish stuff all over this fort, but we didn't find battle stuff. Now, we don't know if metal detector people dug it all up or why it's not here, but we didn't find battle stuff. It may not have been here. Dr. Wauselkopf says it may not have been here. But anyway, this was declared a cemetery, and I'm afraid I had a lot to do with that. I really personally, almost single-handedly, had this declared a cemetery, and it came under the 1977 Venerated Objects Act. We declared this a venerated object. So when the people of Spanish Fort come down to see this original Spanish fort, you can thank a homeboy from Fairhope, because I helped save it here, and y'all can come see it.
Spanish Fort at Spanish Fort.